everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I am out in my east garden, and I am about to remove some of these 5-gallon buckets, and I am going to take them and empty them into the area where I'm about to plant my garlic cloves. And I'm going to show you what's left of the east garden, because I haven't showed it to you all in a while. Okay, so this is basically what is left. Like, I got my 5-gallon buckets that I've emptied already, stacked right there. Got a couple more 5-gallon buckets right here that need to be emptied, and I have some more back here that have to be emptied also. And then I am going to cut this grass, and I plan to empty all these buckets today and trim this grass, so the east garden can be done for the fall winter months, and then I'll start back over here again in the spring. Okay, so we're gonna see how much of a difference these 3 5-gallon containers of soil is gonna make in this bed. Now, that one's light, but this one feel like it weighs a ton. So I'm wondering what is in this one that's making it so heavy. If it's wet, but why would it be wet if the other one's not wet? It's the difference in the soil. This is some real dark soil, and I am wondering if it's a good soil. I don't remember. I've already decided that I'm going to have to really amend this soil, which you need to amend the soil really good anyway when you're planting your garlic, because you know this garlic is going to be in this container, in this raised bed for a long time, so you want to go ahead and you want to amend it really good. And I will be amending it with some all-purpose fertilizer and some bone meal for sure. But first, we have to get the bed ready. Okay, so I have another container that I'm going to go ahead and pour in here. I think I'm going to just use all of those containers that are over in the east garden until I get this bed completely filled. So if any of you are considering getting a bed like this, you can kind of know how much soil it's going to take, or, you know, I added logs to the bottom of this bed, so you'll know how many materials you'll end up having to add to this bed to fill it. And what's making me happy about these containers is I don't see a lot of ants. So that's good. Which I know ants can find their way to a bed whenever they want to. I'm just trying to see how close these logs are to the surface. Because the closer they are to the surface now, the more potting mix I'm going to have to use. I do not want these logs interfering with my garlic. Yeah, this soil is compacted, so that's why I'm having to dig it out with my shovel, because it's really compacted in here. Okay, so there's another bucket empty. So now, go back and get maybe 3 more buckets. Okay, I had a snake in the garden, so now we can continue. Okay, y'all, I am trying my best to get the weeds with its seeds. You can see those seeds on that weed. Those are the seeds. And I'm trying to get those out. And I'm also trying my best to get the grass and its roots out. Because these are weeds also. But there are a lot of this. And see, y'all, this is what I do not want in my bed. Because if I let all this stay in my bed, it's going to be just like the other bed over there that I had the garlic in last year. So, well, it was in there. It was this year. I planted it last year, but it was in the beds. It grew up in the spring, and I had problems with it the whole summer. So, this is what I am trying to prevent. And I am going to great lengths to try to prevent it. But at the same time, I am adding this old soil to this bed, and it could cause some problems later on. But it would have taken a lot of bags of soil to fill this bed. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do, get ready to pull some weeds. Okay, that's a whole patch of weeds at the bottom. And I also was able to find a sage plant in one of those, and I am going to plant this. I love sage. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at yet, but I might just put it in a pot. Let's see if I can shake most of this soil off of this weed and its root. My compost pile is over there. That's where I'm throwing this stuff to. It's not, most of it's not reaching, but it's getting close. Get the labels out. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out because I think this is some roots to some weeds. We're gonna get them out. So y'all, look like we're gonna be pulling weeds out of this bed come summer or spring. Spring or summer, we will be pulling weeds out of this bed probably. I don't think that's fair. Out of a new bed, you should not have to pull weeds. But one good thing about it, we got this bed somewhere where it will be out of the way. So I'm happy about that. I'm not gonna concentrate on the weeds right now because frost will be coming soon. And one thing frost does is it will kill most of the weeds. So we won't have to worry about them throughout the winter. I like it that I'm not hitting any of the logs right now. So that lets me know that I am getting somewhere, that I am getting above those logs. So I have some area to plant my garlic without it hitting or being interfered with those logs. So that's good. This is a big patch of some sort of roots. We're gonna get those out in case there are some grass roots. Okay, I think if I get the rest of those, I think there's probably about 4 more over there, and then I can finish with my soil. And you all, I wish I had waited and put these buckets in first and then use, because you remember I put 4, I think I put 4 of the bags of 3 or 4 bags of potting mix in here already. It is underneath this. So if I had put this in first and then just waited and put my potting mix on top, that would have been better. But we did it now, so now we'll just go ahead and finish putting these containers on. And then I'll finish the rest of the way with potting mix. Okay, so these are some roots to some curly parsley, so I'm gonna save these. I'll plant them somewhere else. Okay, as I'm breaking over this bed, it seems like this may possibly be almost enough soil in here, but I am thinking about adding, well, yeah, because still got some spaces that are not level once you put it down like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add just one more for right now. But y'all, I'm trying to have positive thoughts about this. And I know some of you all probably don't dread weeds the way that I do. But when I pick up weed or grass, especially some that I see that have the roots still attached, and then I see all these roots like this. See that? Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me change hands and see if I can get it where you all can see it. This worries me. That piece of grass or weed with those roots on it in there worries me bad. Cause y'all, I do not like weed at all. I could start telling you all the things I don't like about them. Number one is having to pull them. Had to come out here and spend hours getting weeds out. I know y'all say, well, go ahead and get them at, their small stage and you don't have to worry about it. That would work in a perfect world where you don't have all these other obligations that you have to be doing. And you'll see those weeds and you'll be like, I know I got to get those weeds before they get big, but then days pass by that you do not have time to do it because there are other things that are more important. So, there's a log that's getting in the way. That's not deep enough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start pouring the soil. I got one bag that I bought out here, but I had some other things that I wanted to do in the garden today, and so I spent a lot of time on this raised bed today. And so I'm gonna pour this bag in and move on to something else. I don't want to forget about my parsley roots that's over here because I want those. Okay, let's get this added in. Okay, so I have some more soil there that I will add in here to this later. But right now, we're going to move on to something else. Okay, y'all, this moringa has grown back. So I am going to go ahead and harvest it. You know, a few weeks ago, I harvested all of it that was on these trees. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to harvest it again. And I'm just going to take the entire limb. I can go ahead, I can cut this off also. And I knew that it was supposed to rain. And so now it has started. I'm trying to see what do I have out here. What else do I have that I need to take in? I guess it's just my phone and the tripod, y'all. I'm not leaving this tripod out here anymore. Okay, so this moringa is ready for harvesting too. I'm gonna start at the top. I'm not gonna let my phone get wet, Mary. Mary told me, don't let that phone get wet. And she is so right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these. And if it wants to put out some more before the first frost, I'll be happy to take it. Okay, there's a little bit more right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that also. It's best to get your bigger leaves, but I'm trying to get all mine and everything before the frost shoot off. So that's why I am harvesting this at this size. Cause it is potent. So it's probably best to get the bigger leaves, but you don't have to just get the bigger leaves. Okay, so that's what came from those two trees. That's a lot of moringa. So I'm going to harvest the moringa from this tree also. Y'all, I just saw that I have some asparagus in my asparagus bed that is ready to eat. And I rinsed it off. So I'm going to eat it. I rinsed it off really good, so it is ready to eat. And yeah, it still tastes as good as it did earlier in the season. Still nice and tender. Yeah, delicious. Okay, y'all, I got excited and I chopped this before I knew it. I harvested some basil so that I could make me some fresh basil pesto. I got some in the freezer, but I want to make some to just put over some pasta tonight. Yeah, these ones have got huge again, so we're gonna go ahead and get some of that, and now I'll be able to dry some. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this plant back. I'm gonna cut it back a lot. And I'm doing this because I know this weather is going to change soon. Y'all know I said I want to get mine. I don't want it out here with the frost taking it out. Come back out here and look at it and it's looking, you know how it be looking once that frost and hit it. You don't have to worry about it if you come on get it when the getting is good. Move, weed. Weed trying to go too. Weed said, I want to go in the house and get dried. Look at this. See, that's how the seeds get in your containers. Well, you have to go ahead and take care of these weeds. That's looking like this with all these seeds on it. Take them, throw them out there where you can get them with the lawnmower, because if you get them in here, this is more weeds you're going to have to pull. But y'all, I'm going to get some of this purple basil also and some of this marshmallow. Y'all read the benefits of the herb marshmallow. Y'all probably know what the others are, but a lot of people have never even heard of the marshmallow herb. So for you new gardeners that have not heard of these marshmallow herb, read what the benefits are of this herb. There the weed is. Get out of there, weed. Put this over. This is what the marshmallow herb looks like. And get some of that. And I am going to get some of this purple basil. I love this stuff. Add it to my tea. Yeah, I gotta make up. Well, I got the kombucha. I just got to pour up my kombucha. Yeah, I'm telling you, it be so many things that you want to do, and you be like, oh my, when am I gonna have time to do all of these things? But I don't think, just take it one day at a time, and when you realize you haven't done something, if it's really important, you go ahead and do it. But otherwise, you don't even worry about it. Just do it as you have time. Don't stress yourself out about it, because you never get it all done. Okay, we got some sage right here. I'm gonna leave that sage. It'll be all right. Just gonna leave right there, because I got some more that just pulled out of that 5-gallon bucket. But y'all, I do not know what this is. I've been waiting for it to identify itself. Do you all know what this plant? Oh, something flew straight in my face. Okay, that was a little scary. I don't know what it was, but it almost got my eye. Okay, this plant. Do y'all know what this is? It looks like one of those choys, a pock, a bok, or one of those choys. I am not sure. I don't remember planting any kind of choy in here. My labels don't say. This is a cilantro. I was gonna eat some, but I didn't wash that. I was gonna eat that cilantro. You know, I've had a problem with cilantro, but I've been constantly eating it. So me and cilantro, we good now. This looks like a choy to me. So if anybody knows what it is, I said I was gonna get that little app that identifies the plants. But y'all, you know how you just don't have time to do little stuff like this sometimes. So that has not got done. Okay, but I got some rosemary growing underneath here. That's probably not getting any sunshine or anything. Well, this hasn't grown. I mean, it's just grown that size, so it probably hasn't been blocking. But I'm ready for this dill. Y'all love dill. I can't say this is my favorite herb, because I like so many. I don't know. I don't think it's. I love it though. But yeah. But it came up. It started coming up, but now I don't see any. So I guess it died. But I'll be putting in some more field seeds. Okay, so I want to work on these 2 containers with these weeping cherry trees in them, and I am going to add some potting soil. Because I told you all that I was saving those, I think they're called Johnny Jump Up or Viola. I was saving them for these containers. And I'm looking, I see some small plants in the bottom of these containers. I think these are some seeds that I poured in there. Y'all, that's a yellow jacket. I mean, these wasps and other bugs of that nature have been flying through here like jets, like the one that almost hit me in the eye a moment ago. But I had another one flying through here really fast since then. I don't know what they're up to today, but I guess they worried, wondering what they're going to do in a few days whenever this weather change, get cold on them. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all one thing that I really do not like in the garden, and that is when a container like this has grass growing out of it. One year I planted some of the most beautiful flowers, and I used some soil that I had in another container. I just added back. Y'all, this yellow jacket is after me. But I ended up pouring the soil back in to my container. I think it was roses. Where are those roses coming from? Okay, yeah, I hope I don't have a replay of what happened earlier in the season. But I am seeing this yellow jacket keep swarming around me, so it's like I'm getting close to his area. But I don't see where he could possibly be. Okay, but what I was saying is, it was some planters that I had, and I had some beautiful flowers in them. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was some, because I don't have those plants anymore. What are those plants called? I can't think of them right now, but those plants got overtaken by weeds because I used some soil from another container. Yeah, that was the worst look. Seeing those beautiful plants, those beautiful flowers, surrounded by all those weeds. And I mean, y'all, those were the weeds that had those long roots that you could not pull out no matter how hard you tried. Those weeds were not giving it up. And they had wrapped all around the roots of the plant. So I couldn't even say the plant. Yeah, I'm still trying to think of the name of the plant. Irises. I had a huge container with irises. So I gave up on getting those plants separated. It was just a, because those iris have those rhinestones, and that grass was just curled up in it. So I've got some happy frogs in my container, and these are the plants that I am going to fill this container with. They're beginning to look a little stressed. They're still beautiful. That's what they're looking like now. Go ahead and pop these in. Just gonna pop them, push them out. Okay, we're gonna see how far 6 will go in this container. And y'all, this armadillo has been really enjoying himself in his yard. He has dug up so many. He's been digging over here, but he's got holes all throughout this yard. Deep holes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put these in kind of deep. And after having to kill a snake today, I don't like being over in this area with this paper pulled up. This plastic is pulled up some where this armadillo has been digging. Okay, so I'm gonna look like I'll be able to get another pack in here. And y'all, this plant is getting flowers on it. I showed y'all the other day, but it has the most beautiful flowers on it. So I think it's thinking that it's springtime. But I am enjoying the flowers. The other one is almost bare except for one flower. Pop these in. Okay, that one looks like it could use some more plants, so I saved those plants for it especially, but I think I'm gonna put some more plants in there. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get the other one filled in. I've also got 2 containers, so I'll have 12 plants to put in this one. Got 2 more. I think I want to pop this one right here. And we'll put this one right here. Okay, so that's not looking full enough to me. I got a lot more plants, so let's see what else we can put in there. Okay, so the one that I decided on is this blueberry Diana dianthus. This is what it looks like. So I think those two colors will go really good together. I'm gonna pop this in the front, so I will, well, put it in the back, so I remember what it is. And hopefully next month these will be all filled out. So let's see if we can get them tucked in. Tuck one right back here in the back, and then one over here on this side. Okay, let's do the other one. Now all I have to do is just water them in. And I have fish emulsion in here, so that's what the brown is. And okay, so this is my harvest today. I have some basil. I got purple and some sweet basil. I have some marshmallow and some moringa. So I hope that you all have enjoyed the video today and that you'll give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.